Hey guys, John here. Welcome back to another video. So as I prepare and clean out the Tacoma to sell, there are some overland bits and off-road equipment of this truck that I'm actually going to carry over to my 4th gen Tacoma when that comes in, and also some things with this build that I probably won't do in the next one. Let's get into it. So the whole goal of this Tacoma overland project was to be pretty lightweight, yet still able and capable to go off-road and also daily driver. So we accomplished that with lightweight things like the moonshade, our inspired rooftop tent that's super lightweight, definitely not the deck system, which I will talk about that. These C-load rated tires, these are 33-inch Nitto Ridge grapplers, but they're super lightweight. For some reason, people put 10-ply tires on their Tacoma, like D, E-load ratings. I don't see the point of that. So the tires on this worked really well. And even the bumper up front, we didn't go with a full heavy bumper. Instead, we just decided to go with a nice stealth one. And to carry our spare tire in the back, we went with a Westcott Designs tire mount. And the cool thing about this is not a big heavy bumper, so if I want my spare tire on the truck when I went off-roading and stuff, I could just go ahead and put it up to the hitch, and then when I don't need it, when I'm just city driving, I could just go ahead and take that off and store it in the garage. So I think you guys can tell what items I would do with the next build. I'm taking that tire carrier to the next Tacoma, but a lot of the stuff underneath, it's not really compatible with the 4th gen, but the mentality of it, like aluminum skids and C-load rated tires and stuff, I would definitely use on the next truck. But let's talk about some of the things I wouldn't. Now, while the inspired overland tent was super comfortable and super functional, nice and lightweight, I don't think tent camping is for me. Instead of a bed rack with the rooftop tent on top, I feel like I would rather this just all be enclosed and you just have a whole camping area that is already ready for you. And the deck system kind of goes along with that, and this was really the only thing that weighed down the truck. This cargo glide I would definitely not get again. It's very heavy. It came out cool and you could use that as like a kind of cooktop and stuff, and you could put some things on it, but the height that this is, it's almost at the height of the bed rails right here. It's kind of not as functional as I thought it was gonna be. The decked system, on the other hand, was very good. Now, I really hope that decked for the new generation of trucks comes out with just a single drawer. A ton of people have been wanting that, and that would be really nice too if I make this kind of my sleeping area in the next truck, or however I decide to go about camping with that truck. If I just had a single drawer system, like just one side for all my stuff, I feel like that would be very good. So however I go about that, but this stuff is definitely going over to the new truck. We got the Morphlate whole tire kit here that I want to showcase for you guys with that. The moonshade over here, which is very cool and lightweight. So you're not gonna have an awning hanging out on the outside of your vehicle the whole time. And you see these little guide ropes right here? Well, they're not actually called guide ropes. They're from a company called Roller Cam, and these are actually their roller ropes. And they sent me out a whole bunch of stuff that I'm super excited to review for you guys on the next truck. So these are their little loop ropes and stuff. But these things right here, the roller ropes, are basically like a very cool guide rope. So imagine, you know, you have your awning on the outside of your vehicle like this, and you could see, you know, just for purposes in the driveway, I attached it to a kettlebell, but check out how strong they are. So this whole time I've been recording, this kettlebell right here with this rope roller has been free hanging. Watch. Oops. So that kettlebell is like 22 pounds, I think, and it is just being hung by this. So we'll go ahead and lower it down. Absolutely insane. So the teeth on this thing are very cool. So if you want to use this as a guide rope for, you know, your awning like this, or if you want to also use their product too for tying stuff down, like my Go Rhino box right here, they got straps like that. Or they also have a whole bunch of these dudes, which I haven't really figured out a way to do these because it's only like a loop roller. But the thing that I do like about them is those teeth right there. They're super tight, and you could just see how those teeth are the same ones with the rope roller that were holding up the kettlebell onto the moonshade. Very, very impressive. Got to keep my tools with me on the next one, so I don't have an extra set of tools, but this Nitto bag, I usually keep that in my deck system. I have my cutlery here and utensils and stuff. And like when I go overlanding, I usually put my black stone back here. Even though I didn't like show a whole bunch of camping trips on my video, on my YouTube, I did use this truck quite a bit. Not like as much as I really wanted to, but I did use it quite a bit. But with the new build that we're doing, and if we move down to the Tampa area, they have these things called causeways. So basically what it is you could bring your truck down to the beach, have a whole beach day out of it and stuff, because where I live, I can't drive my truck and be on the beach with my truck. But imagine this build or something similar to it, down on those causeways with the moonshade out there. I have the Blackstone on the truck, able to, you know, do overlanding things, but not like actually camping with it, just like a beach day, and we get to use all this stuff. That is what I'm excited for the next one. But again, when we then off-road too, we'll have the full Morflate set up there too. This one is a really cool one to where it has the compressor, which I'll actually get out for you guys real quick, so you could see how tight the teeth are on this thing. But I'll definitely be using these Go Rhino boxes in the next build. I have like a whole Pelican case and stuff for it too. But this typically would keep the recovery gear. So we have the compressor for Morflate in here, and then I would keep a bigger recovery rope right there. So basically like all the miscellaneous things I'm gonna carry over to the next build, but it's gonna be a complete ground up build except for the Westcott Designs tire carrier here. I need to get the attachments that Jeff has for it for like kind of like a little kitchen setup, because I do plan to do the same kind of tailgate thing here that I did with All Pro Off-Road, a nice little flat tailgate surface that we can use. And then the whole build area back here, it may be a bit different. I'm not sure if I want to go like full camper or just camper shell, but the whole premise of that next build is to also keep it nice and lightweight. I'm not going to tax that little 4-cylinder on the Tacoma, even though the turbocharger is great, the low end torque is great on it. I don't want to, you know, put all this added weight on it and then the turbos are always spooling like the Tundra is over there. And we know once you spool turbos, you start to get absolutely horrible gas mileage. So we'll probably do around the same size tires, around a 33 or so. This Tacoma is back to stock suspension and we are rubbing quite a bit here. So it's gonna be interesting to see how much more room we have on the new truck. I know we're gonna have a lot of room up there. Definitely if I want to do a type of bumper, I would probably do a low pro bumper again on the truck. Same with the rock rails right here. I would do a 0 degree, so they're a step. And I'm not really sure yet if I want to do a roof rack on the truck. This roof rack from Cali Rays was cool because, you know, you can get the scene lights on the side. This valance here, it goes down so you can show your light bar, and then when you don't need the light bar, when you're everyday driving, you could put the valance back up. So there was no wind noise from it, but that is one thing that I'm uncertain about. And then also too, you know, if we do the full camper setup, I probably wouldn't do a bed rack back here, which is cool that you have the Molly panels and stuff on the side for it. But I would definitely probably just do a full enclosure. It's just nice, especially too when I was camping out in Texas and then I went to off-road my vehicle, I had to like close the tent down, put everything away and all that. Whereas if I just had my sleeping situation just in it already, all I would do is just climb out the back, open up the tailgate, climb out, close it back up, and really be good to go if I had kind of like just a bed setup situation. So what would you guys do for your 4th generation Tacoma build, and what of this stuff would you like to see kind of duplicated again on that? Or do you think it's kind of a good call, basically starting fresh and kind of learning from this build itself? But guys, I appreciate you all watching, and I will catch you in the next one. All right, see you later.